Greetings, fellow Americans.
De er ikke amerikanere, Barack. De er fra Norge.
I am sorry. Dear Norwegians at, Skoolie. Haha, Skoolie? Is that how you say it?
Skole.
You are in right? In Norway? Are there polar bears and reindeer there? My name is Barack Obama. I am the former President of the United States. I am speaking to you on behalf of your teacher, Birger Halvorsen. Birger Halvorsen is very famous over here. He used to live in New Jersey. In fact, thinking about it, I'm glad he is gone. Bit of an asshole, really. Never knew when to shut up. So, what I'm going to do here is that I will be giving you some feedback on the podcast you recorded last week for class. Let's see. You were doing commentary on an old poem called Håvamål. Is that how you say it?
Håvamål.
Håvamål. And never mind. The first podcast I listened to was by I thought it was quite good considering who your teacher is. It was very well structured. You talked about the themes of friendship, trust, alcohol, wisdom, poverty, and living with disabilities. These are themes that we here in America care deeply about too. I thought you spoke very thoughtfully about each theme.
Fake news! Fake news!
What?
I am not happy with it. I thought it could have been longer, and they could have made some direct references to the poem they were talking about.
Well, I guess you're right, Donald. The podcast would have been even better if they had included some direct quotes from the poem itself, from Håvamål. Still, I thought it was a very good summary of all the major themes. You all sound like bright, mature kids. I wish we had more of those here in America. Right, the next podcast is from some kids called like you know, they sing famous songs in funny
Is
voices.
this really important, huh?
No, I guess not. What did you think, Donald?
Truthfully, if I am to be completely honest, I thought it was awful. Awful. Real bad.
Now, Donald. I don't think that is fair. I thought it was some solid work. Once again, we have a well-structured summary of all the themes.
No direct quotes. None. Nada. Not a single one. No quotes from the poem.
Now, that is not fair, Donald. There may be no direct quotes, but there are so many references to specific passages in the poem. They talk about gift-giving, about Vikings with disabilities riding horses and herding sheep and goats, the importance of mastering your mind, and how everyone dies the same way. It is clear that they have read and know the poem very well when they can tie their commentary to these specific passages. Furthermore, they also give a good account of the warriors of Valhalla and their future participation
Fake
in
news.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok is fake news. Never going to happen. Furthermore, Ragnarok is not mentioned in the poem, so it is not relevant.
Now, Donald, Ragnarok may not be mentioned in the poem, and neither is Valhalla, but talking about those things gives some much-needed context for the passages concerning death and the honor that comes with dying a good death.
False. That is not relevant. It should not have been mentioned. It was not a part of the poem.
You are talking nonsense, Donald. When doing commentary on a poem from long ago, it is often necessary to give the listener the context they need to understand.
Ragnarok
the
is
culture
not
that the poem
relevant, and it
about.
is definitely fake
Ragnarok
news.
is very relevant here. Shut up, Donald. Moving on, I really liked how the podcast was structured using questions and answers. It gave it a very organic and conversational tone. Conversational. You know that term, Donald? It means that it is easy to listen to. It was not formal and stiff. It was like listening to a close group of friends who just happened to be really into Vikings and stuff. It was great. Now I was supposed to have received one more podcast episode. I got a file from a girl called but when I listened to it, it was just the sound of a car and a funky tune that Michelle and I danced to. There must have been a mistake here, and they just delivered the wrong file. As president, I know the importance of delivering the correct homework to the correct time. Make sure that you deliver the correct recording as soon as possible, kids.
Fake news. Fake news. Did deliver their homework. They recorded the best episode ever made. I listened to it, and it was fantastic.
How come you have the recording and I don't, Donald?
They don't trust you. They did not want to give the recording to you. They have not seen your birth certificate. Why would they give their homework to you, Barack?
Now, Donald, I think you are making this up. Sophia would never give her homework to you instead of me. Anyway, that is all I had to say about the poems. Good work. I was very impressed. Don't let that old fool Berger bring you down. He knows nothing about poetry. He's just a big phony. Peace out and have a nice day.
Fake news. Fake news. It is all fake news. Ragnarok did not happen. It was the liberal media. Fake news. Fake news. Barack. Where is your birth certificate, Barack? Fake news. Fake news! This is not the end. I'll be back, Barack. Fake news.